Hi Noxie, hi Country, hi Stella. Hi Elaine, Ermel. Hi Sweet Face. Jasmina. Twin Soul, Alexandra. Unicorn, hi Unicorn, hi Eve. I had a feeling I would get a lot of people on today, and I am already. We've got 8 people here though, so some people have come on and popped off again. How are you all going? How's everybody doing? I haven't spoken to you for a while. It's been a week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. I think the last live was difficult because I had people in the house. How is the full moon treating everybody? Thank you. Hi, I'm Photo. How's the full moon treating everybody? I am I don't know whether it's the Barber's basket thing or the outer planet, the full moon or whatever, but I had a really bad time of it over the past few days, just like staying focused, feeling happy, had bouts of crying and like feeling down and depressed. I cried today. Hi, adorable. How are you? I haven't had headaches, unicorn, but yeah, it's been quite like, hi, Annie Photo. It's been a little whirlwind, but for me, I don't know for you because you guys, everyone's got a different rising sign and sun sign or whatever. But for me, it's been very internal, more so than like external factors influencing me. It's how I dealt with the external factors on an internal level, if that makes sense. Okay. So before we get into the private readings, into the readings for you guys, we're just going to do a little bit of a same time recently. Yeah, it has. It's been a bit cray. We're just going to do a bit of a general storyline. Spirit wants me to do a storyline, which means that that's probably what I'll be doing for most of you guys. Yeah, so we have the star card, and that is Aquarius, right? That is the Aquarian energy. And we have this full moon in Aquarius, so that's come up immediately. You may feel like things are not aligning, or things are not falling into place. So like, what about all my dreams and all my hopes and expectations of others and myself? Don't expect anything from others. We're not moving into that time right now. That's a hard one. But we're not going to like go there. But you may be feeling like, it's like spirit saying don't give up. I watched the Diary of a CEO the other night, and he was talking about, the guy that's got Stephen Bartlett, has got millions of followers and very well known around the world. He said like the first 3 years on YouTube he was sitting like in a closet trying to get interviews with people and like very basic stuff. And for 3 years, it took him 3 years with a lot of like failure and a lot of rejection to get to where he is today, because he kept pushing forward. So Spirit's really saying with this, and I just got the chills, to keep like pushing forward, and just know that this too shall pass. Because on the 29th of July, yesterday, or today for some of you, we had the Jupiter Cazimi in Leo. All right, so we had the full moon, yes, but we also had that Jupiter Cazimi in Leo, and this is amplifying, or should be amplifying, our confidence and our luck and our clarity of vision. So that's what's going on right now. So if you're not feeling with it, or if you're feeling down, depressed, Spirit wants you to really action something, even if it's a baby step to get towards like eventually where you want to be, which that plan may also change. Okay. Some of you do not want to work in. We've got that, and I get it, guys. I get it. Some of you do not want to put the work in and feeling very unbalanced or imbalanced with this being the number 6 in the reverse. And Spirit's saying that light is still shining out of that doorway, okay? All you can do is turn this card around and do one thing. I actually made a list of things to do today as far as like working on my computer for my primary job here at home. I sort of like, I was like, okay, let me get all the washing done. I want to have a bath. I coloured my hair. I think it was not yesterday, the day before, which was like such an effort. Like, I like anything to do with hairdressing or anything, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. But what I'm trying to say here, what Spirit's trying to say is, even though you don't feel like you want to put the work in, because you just don't see an end game, because it's been, the astrology's just been so crazy in 2026, like literally insane. I think it was Noxie said, okay. The abundance card is here though. So it's like, I'm hearing that song, get up, get out of bed, cheer up, da 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 da. Live, love, laugh and be happy. Okay, so someone needs to live, love, laugh and be happy. The rainbow is still there. The blessings are still there. They haven't gone away, right? The stars will align. But it does ask us to action and put that work in, right? So I coloured my locks yesterday. So what else do we have? All right, this is really good. I think that the energy of the astrology, just in general, and the moon and the placements and the Barbo's basket and the outer planets and all that crap, okay, it is there to align us where we need to be. And a lot of you may have been thinking, like I have, of the past and having wicked wild dreams about people from the past. Like, I had a dream about my ex-husband of 30 years ago last night. It's like, why am I dreaming about this person? And the koi fish was significant in that, which I actually haven't looked into because I wanted to get up and I wanted to motivate myself and start doing some readings, right? But what I'm trying to get to here is that there is like a lot of possible nostalgic feelings that you've been having for the past 2, 3, 4 weeks even, okay? Wondering or being worried that these things are going to come around again, or something karma hasn't closed out, or, you know, it's just going to be a never-ending story. Spirit's saying it is over. Okay, it is over. You don't have to worry that something is going to come back around again. And that's why this big purge is here, this closing off, this like pulling ourselves together. And Spirit is asking us to co-create with Spirit here, okay? To co-create, to, you know, use that, yeah, and to be intuitive. These are all in the upright, which I love. So Spirit's saying all you need to do is ask us what you want. Ask us to see, for you to see what you need for an answer. Like I asked for a pink bird yesterday. I said, which is completely random. I'm not talking about a flamingo. Like a complete random thing. Ask Spirit to see it, and it's a yes to your question that you have. And it's unbelievable. Like Spirit will show you in the most weird and wonderful ways exactly what you need to hear and see. So this is about co-creating with Spirit. This is about using your intuition. And being intuitive is to be wise as well, to know that these things are not coming back from the past, all right? Some of you may feel like Spirit is not supporting you. Some of you may feel like you're running out of time in some sense. I had this feeling, I've got this feeling myself. It's still there for me a little bit, but I've just got to go, okay, the stars will align when they're supposed to align, decisions to make, what should I do, how should I go, should I do this, should I do that, should I leave this job, should I stay in it, all these sorts of things, okay? Some of you may feel like you're running out of time, like things are slipping through your fingers here. All right. Some of you need to do some breath work and are not doing it, okay? Perhaps if you've been seeing videos about breath work, which I have for the past week or two, and you'll just say, oh no, I'll be okay, I'm not doing that. It will really help you to ground, center, and get more balanced. All right. Some of you feel like I'm never going to have a new life. I'm never going to break through this pain. Okay, but it's about putting yourself in an elevated position, putting yourself in situations and the energy of taking care of yourself, being, you know, sleeping, taking the rest you need, taking care of yourself, okay, is important. Putting yourself on a pedestal, no matter what other people are saying, or doing. You could have also been under spiritual attack, all right? But you are blessed. This blessing is coming in, okay? It is coming in, but there's a need to align. Yeah, there's still decisions. So that came out like that, if you could see that. This says a change in the wind, and it's like that. So it's like, don't make decisions right now if you're feeling this way that we've been talking about. Some of you could have recently moved or been thinking about moving, but don't make the decision if you haven't thought about moving. There is changes, or you're wondering if things are ever going to change here. Okay, I've got 4 more cards to go. Okay, yeah, regeneration. And I just want to clarify with somebody that's online now that if you're thinking things are just going to come back around, or the karma's going to come back around, or that person, or something's not closed, or, you know, it's like an energy of feeling like something's still going to happen, it's not. Okay, so this is spirit saying it's not. Okay, it is closed. You need to, yeah. And this could have been with a person, someone you were married to, an ex. It's not coming back around. All right. For some of you, there is going to be some changes. I wouldn't say now, if you're single and looking for love, I wouldn't do it now. If you're feeling like this, okay. Some of you worried that you're never going to be happy with a person, or you can't be with your soulmate, or something's going to come back around. All right. Could be a Libra, as I said that, but it's not. Okay. It is closed. All right. The last card we have is thinking, like the thinker card. In August, there's going to be a lot of what we went through now in July and even like June. I'm going to say in August, because this is sort of like coming more towards the end of August, you're going to be thinking a lot about what abundance means to you. Okay, because what it means to you in August or September, maybe not what it meant to you at the beginning of June. Okay, and this is what that transformation is. Is money that important? Do you have enough to be comfortable but to pursue your dream? All the answers to these questions, I think, will be very clear in the month of August. We're going to start the reading with Noxie. If I was you guys, instead of asking for a specific question, is to ask for a what does spirit want you to know right now, or a general, because I think in the time that we're in, and I just got the chills, like spirit is so here with us today, so got the chills like crazy, like spirit is definitely in the room here with me, supporting you guys to get through this transition. All right, hi Eddie, how you going? Okay, Eddie is first. Noxie, please park your question. Eddie, what would you like to know? I'm feeling a little bit of decision making here for yourself. I don't know what question you got, but yes, I have allergies again. I'm back in Australia and the allergies coming back. Okay, I just got some nasal spray and some tablets, like the not antihistamine, it's the spray that goes with the tablets anyway as well. And it just, yeah, the allergies in Perth where I am is just insane. Like, but I'm feeling a bit better than I did an hour ago. What does spirit want you to know? Okay, great. Won't be a second, Eddie. I'm just going to do something very quickly. I did a private reading for somebody this morning and I uploaded it. It's uploaded now and I just want to send it to them because they're anxious to have it. Okay. Oh, there's still 3 minutes left for that person. It's still uploading. Okay. All right. Thank you, Eddie. We're going to do a storyline for you. I want you to watch the general, Eddie, if you weren't here, because the second card that came out is exactly this card. All right, so whatever was in the general at the beginning of the live is very significant for you as well, but I don't know if you were here, okay? Be interesting to see. Whoa, did you see how much that flew up in the air? way or something you're going to incorporate into, I love this. There's something you're going to incorporate into your spiritual practice. Okay. And I do feel that, you know, you are a Virgo sun. And I do feel that like organization and lists and having the structure to your day. So perhaps you had that for a while and then recently it sort of like fell down a little bit. You may have been not paying as much attention to your spirituality or to the normal structure of your day that you used to have for whatever reason. Okay. And if you've been watching or things coming up on your feed, especially about breathing exercises or, you know, breath work, which has for me personally, so to do that. Okay. There's something you haven't been paying as much attention to lately as, excuse me, as you used to. But I do feel that it's like you are in a state of feeling quite peaceful, which is really, really good. Okay. So there's a peaceful, even though you're possibly very busy, Spirit's saying like to remember to, you know, you don't have to put, this is interesting, you don't have to put as much work into something. This could be a project, or you're overthinking a project, or you don't have to put as much work into it as you think you do, or there's like some sort of shortcut here that you can navigate around. But I do feel a sense of peace and excitement actually in your life right now. And a lot of new ideas coming from your sacral chakra here with the Ace of Wands. All right. So there's something here about acting on your ideas. To have more of a simplified life, or something is going to come in that's going to bring you a more peace in your life. Okay. You've got the mending, you've gone through some sort of healing with somebody recently, and there's been some sort of fresh energy that has gone into possibly a relationship with a family member or a lover or whatever. Okay. There's something about, if you feel, and definitely watch the general, if you feel that something is not over or you've not fixed something or you need to put more work into it, Spirit's saying you put enough work into mending this relationship. All right, now is the time to get excited and to use your sacral chakra. So you could be feeling more amorous lately in the last few weeks or couple of weeks, or you're feeling more energized, and that you have actually done all you can at this point in time to mend the relationship. And either the rest of it is up to the other person now, and to focus on your goals and dreams. So I really like this. I actually feel really, really good. And you're able to, you're what's the word? There's more, it's not positivity. There's more belief now that you can like have a new life, or, you know, things can get better than they ever were. So I really like that. So stay in that energy, okay? And it's also like acting as if, I'm seeing the chameleon spirit act as if. Okay, we have the building blocks in the reverse. I feel that this is something you used to want, you don't want anymore. You've changed your mind about building something. I do feel it's to do with a business, or you're changing something within that to just change it up so it's not what you thought it was going to be. Okay, that's making you really happy. And I feel it's more like present energy, like you're sitting in the present. You're not like, because the building blocks in the upright is very much observing what's next. And you're not sort of doing that as much as you used to. You're like, I'm happy in this moment. You're making the most of your time. You're being in the present moment. You're getting out more, definitely going out more, doing things that's making you happy to go out and, you know, use that energy that you have. All right, there's something that you are not using your intuition with here, or you're refusing to see. And this is the card that I don't like the most in this deck. Now, if this was in the reverse, it would be a different storyline, but it's not. So I would just be very wary and use your intuition. I think that if there's anything that's off, it would be that right now, that your intuition isn't really on point at this point in time. And something or someone is not for you, but you're not willing to release it. So just be aware of something coming up, possibly towards the, mid-August or end August. Between now and October, I want to say, for some reason. Okay. But things are moving along nicely. All right. Things are aligning for you. I really, really like this, Eddie, because it's been really hard, right? But you're not co-creating with Spirit as much as you should be. So Spirit really wants you, like I said before, to get back into your spirituality, to make some sort of schedule or routine, to not drop anything because you're focusing on something new or somebody, and to really have some sort of balance here, because your balance is a little bit off here. This is really nice. This is possibly to do with your relationship, where you're now going to go the distance. You're going to try as much as you can with something. And there is blessings here associated with that. Or because you went the distance and didn't give up, there's blessings associated with that. What's the last card? What's your second question? Last card, please, Spirit. That's not right. We just want one, please. Okay. They're saying it is. There is some changes coming up where something doesn't seem... Something seems confusing in regards to your relationship, and this is coming up. And Spirit's saying that this is a test for you to be flexible and compromise in something, okay? Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Stella. Let's use the tarot for your second question, because I know people love the tarot. Please don't try and interpret the read, though, anyone, when I'm doing your cards, because every reader has their own way of reading. Okay, what does Eddie need to, let's have a look, focus, challenge. I'm going to do the challenge first, okay, and just drawn to do the challenge first. What possible challenges are coming up, let's say in the month of August for you? Let's not do like the next 5-6 months. That's like... Oh, how interesting. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck as well. There's a fear here, even though the moon's not here or anything like the moon. There's a fear of committing yourself to a new cause, a business, to, like, I'm hearing go hell for leather, which means, like, to me, just doing it anyway, feeling the fear and doing something anyway and putting everything into it. You may have been thinking about the time, because we did get the TikTok card, that you have been possibly thinking, and I'm not telling you to at all, about leaving your current job, your day-to-day 9-to-5 sort of job. There's something you've been thinking about letting go of that, okay? And Spirit wants you to focus on what you need to do to make that dream real. And because Temperance is in reverse, you just feel it's not the right time, or you can't, or don't have the resources, or you can't just go out on a limb, but you really want to. So if this is making sense, let me know. And Spirit's saying to get balanced here, because you got the Temperance in the reverse, but it can mean the timing is off. But you have been thinking a lot about leaving your primary job and putting sort of everything in to your YouTube channel. I've got the same energy as you, Eddie. Right now, I feel things may be happening. I'm seeing the Tower. Let's see if it comes out. And with this needs a plan. It needs a financial plan. It needs, because we are living in a material world. You know, you can't be living on the street with a shopping cart, like doing YouTube in the back lane sort of thing. You're probably laughing when I said that. It's like, I'm picturing you, but it's not going to happen. Oh, God. There's some sort of plan, right? There's some sort of plan that needs to be realized, but you're not either wanting to look at your financial situation, but you need to, because the Seven of Pentacles is here in the reverse. So I feel it's like, or you know what it is and you're not willing to sort of, or you may think it's just going to take forever to get to where I want to be. There's something about joining resources too. I don't know if you thought about like moving in with your partner, but there's something here about like, I see you putting a lot of energy and love into what you want to do, okay? And August, things are going to start moving forward. You're going to get an idea. You're going to come up with a solution, okay? So this is the challenge. Should I go? Yes, okay. Should I go now? Not sure. And how do I make a plan to get to the point where I am sure, okay? Does that make sense? Thank you for story. I've got a few before you. I've got 2 for Stella and 1 for, oh my God. 1 for Marilyn. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at, Stella, get ready with your first question. Let's have a look at what was it challenge and focus? So what does your focus need to be? I think it's a lot, like setting boundaries, I want to say, with yourself. Getting clear mentally, because you've got the 5 of Swords in the reverse. I don't think this is to do with anyone else. I think this is your energy, like getting very clear and having a plan, because the next is the 6 of Swords, which is like balanced in your mind, knowing what the plan is. Okay, so this is what spirits sort of say as advice here. And the Fool, well, you know what that means, okay? That means taking a risk and taking those with you that are loyal, okay, to what you want to do, not dismissing you or saying you can't do that, like what are you going to do, you know. Page of Cups. King of Swords. I'm going to put that in the upright, because that needs to be your main focus right now, getting mentally balanced, getting mentally clear, continuing, Spirit's advising you to put your effort, energy, attention, love into what you want to do, but being very, I'm hearing military in some way, very scheduled, very focused on what your end goal is, and remaining balanced at all times, working on your base chakra. You are going to have that new life, because that came out in your first reading, and then we've got the rebirth here. So there's going to be a rebirth. You want to have this new life. You want this rebirth. You want this new business. You want this. There is fear attached. We're on the full moon right now. This too shall pass, this energy. And then there's the Knight of Wands. So this is saying, Spirit's saying, there may be fear. There may be like, I can't do this, or how am I going to do this, or whatever, right? But then you've got the Knight of Wands, which is saying you're going to do it anyway, right? You're going to do it anyway. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you're going to do it anyway, okay? Because you want that rebirth. There's that death energy. You want that, okay? And you are moving onto something. So where are you moving towards? The world. Brand new opportunities, okay? Brand new opportunities, and possibly with your partner as well, because she's also here as the Queen of Cups. So this is about making the schedule, making a plan, sticking to it, okay? Not taking breadcrumbs from others, following your own guidance as well, because the 4 of Cups is in the reverse, and like looking to the future. It doesn't necessarily mean doing it now, but making a plan. You definitely are making a plan. And there is like a celebration here in the future. There's a need to think a different way though, Eddie. The need to really, I do actually feel you're possibly moving in with your partner, possibly before the end of the year. I think that that is also a very strong possibility. Yeah, I think there's a lot of strength energy coming. I think there's a lot more confidence. I love your readings today. All right, thank you. That was you. Kastori, thank you. I'll check, Elaine, that's fine. Stella, post your first question. Kastori, what is your... Is that Leela, Kastori? I think it is. Let me know, Leela. Or Kastori, I think that's Kastori. Stella, and we've got Marilyn. Yeah, Kastori did donate, yes. Right. What does the universe want you to know right now? We're going to use the Psychic Tarot, and then we'll use the Rider-Waite in the second question if you've got a specific question or whatever. Okay, we'll still use the Rider-Waite. So everyone likes me to use the tarot, so we're gonna use the tarot. All right. Stella, I hope you're doing really well. Let's see what's here for you. What does the universe want you to know right now? Okay, so there's that came out in the reverse, but I just that's fine because in the reverse and in the upright, the Seven of Wands are very similar. Okay, and it can go both ways. You've got the prosperity begins. So you've got Ace of Pentacles here. There's something you're starting new that you're doing, or that's coming up that's going to put you in a good a new doorway opening in regards to your work or anything that you do. Business, anything that's going to make money or new money coming in towards you. This is something you've been very unsure about doing. Other people may have told you can't or you shouldn't, but you are like setting your boundaries with yourself and with others and saying, I actually can do this and I can at least start this. So this could be even a side hustle or something. You want to create. I'm getting creating something, making something. Food is coming out. I don't know why I just got honey. Maybe something about dietary, or something to do with any holistic healing as well. So you've got, there's a discontentment here on an emotional level. A discontentment on an emotional level where you are confused about here, like what love is, what is love, and what am I looking for in a person, or there's just an emotional discontentment here. And I think that Spirit is trying to say to focus on this Ace of Pentacles at the moment, okay? Not forever, because I do feel that love could come in for you. I think I did a private reading for you recently. So still take that into account. Even though you didn't think all of it resonated, just see how this plays out, okay? There's a need here to look up and smell the roses as well, and enjoy the present moment and enjoy everything that's around you, especially like the natural wonder of the world sort of thing, okay? Even though you may not be happy on an emotional level in some sense. And also Spirits, yeah, heartbreak and loss. In the reverse though, okay. There's huge trust issues, I do feel here. Huge trust issues with finding the right person, and not knowing whether that person either will be the person or whether they're going to hurt you. And you've got the Two of Cups in the reverse. So there's something here about finding it very hard to either trust in your own intuition or trust that someone is coming in for you. Okay, so if this makes sense, let me know. All right. Well, there is something here financially. Yeah, trust issues. Seven of Swords. In regards to relationships, or, you know, not having someone or wanting to find someone, but even if you do like meet someone, there is some healing work to be done on whatever happened in your life. And it doesn't have to be in romance, it can be in lots of other things. This feeling of, does this person really mean it? Or it's something could be too good to be true. Okay. All right. What is this Ace of Pentacles, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. So I would really, as far as the trust thing and people around you or people in the past or even situations in work and whatever, there's a discontentment on an emotional level. So you really need to do some heart chakra work, also solar plexus work. The solar plexus is all about your intuition. And you don't trust your intuition here. You're looking right at that solar plexus. There is material and financial changes coming up if you wish it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Material and financial changes. In regards to, like, say if you work, I don't know if you work or not, but if you do, there could be an opportunity coming up in your primary job here. We have Capricorn energy here with the Devil card. A lot of this, Stella, is really about trusting yourself and trusting that you can achieve anything, or trusting that you know, your heart would be protected if you met someone and it didn't work out, or you started a job or a business and it didn't work out, you know, even though you may put a lot of effort into something. So this is about more so setting the boundary with yourself than other people here. And going after new opportunities and trusting that, I'm sort of seeing the Fool card, trusting that any new beginning comes your way. It's definitely time for a rebirth here, okay? You've got the Four of Pentacles. So it's definitely time to break free of any stagnancy, okay? If you feel like I'm okay just here, doing what I'm doing, and this is my life and this is what it's going to be, and that's it, it's time to break free from that and to trust yourself more, and trust that with new opportunities that are opening, that spirits, you know, because in the Ace of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, that God is, the universe is offering you this, okay? So it's about taking risks on places, people and things and situations and work and career and whatever, instead of like going, this is it, this is my life, this is what it's going to be, right? What's your second question, Stella? Sorry about the lighting, guys. It's not the best. Yeah. Okay, so Spirit's saying, please, please, please don't think about the past, nostalgic memories here of either family, or this is more of a feeling of what I didn't do, being under the devil, what I should have done, what I didn't do. We can be stuck in that energy our whole life and never sort of like have a fulfilling life. And Spirit wants you to be very clear on that. I do feel you've got 3 aces in your reading, but I feel that love needs to take a back burner right now. It will come in when the confidence comes back for you to, you know, whatever all these opportunities are. And this is sort of Spirit saying to get clear on what you want, step into your personal power. Strength card. And go for new opportunities. And love will come in when it's time, okay? But there's an element of impatience here. I think that August is going to be, things are going to accelerate for you if you work on this, okay? And to ask Spirit for what you want, crown chakra at the star, okay? to ask Spirit for what it is you want, or to have, you know, to do that shadow work to figure out yourself what it is actually that you want. What do you want in all areas, emotionally, physically, spiritually, materially, social wise, everything. Okay. Because I think once you've made a plan here, Spirit's saying, like, once you've made a plan, and there's something about envy here, to be wary of envy or comparisons with others. But once you know sort of what you want, once you've made some sort of plan, you can go for it and take the fear out of the going for it. Okay. Okay, what's next in your future? Let's pull the tarot and get some more specifics. And then Marilyn, you are after Stella, so get ready with your question. What's next? Let's look at August for you, Stella. In your near future. Let's not look too far ahead, okay? By the end of August, things are going to be a lot lighter, I feel. I think August is going to be a very much of, as Spirit was saying that in your first question, like much more of an introspect, like look at exactly all the, email me and I'll send you the 10 areas of healing, which are basically really diving deep into not the past. So if you're talking about your social life, not look at what went wrong in the past with people, but look at what you want currently. Okay, so send me an email, I'll send you those 10 areas to really deep dive into those. So I think you'll be doing that. That's a good project for you to sort of do in the month of August, so then you know what you want. Yeah, that's Seven of Swords, like where the mistrust is, where the foundation, where the root of mistrust comes from. And I think you'll be successful doing that exercise, getting through that. There could be a celebration coming up in August. I do feel that you'll also be looking at your money. Okay, you're definitely looking at your finances. What's the main themes for the near future, for the next month? Making some decisions, getting clear. This is about getting really clear, seeing things from others' perspectives, as well as like how you used to think versus what you think now. There is a pause in the month. There is like, sorry, I've got allergies. There is like an area, like a part of August here where you're making some clear decisions and you're really taking your time. So it's almost like you're having an extended Mercury retrograde, but that's okay. All right, Pisces energy. And it's the way you communicate. I think the way you communicate with yourself is changing, all right? Where there's been confusion in love, I think you're coming out of, or how you think about love, right? Because I think the healing, if you do this exercise, the healing in regards to romantic relationships will probably be one of your main, and how you approach people, how they approach you. Is there something you need to change with that if you're looking for love? All those sorts of things Spirit wants you to do, but there's this mistrust here again. So you've got the Justice in the reverse. So you could be doing a healing, Spirit saying it'd be very good for you to do a healing where you exercise, where you write down and burn it, okay? Write down particular instances or people that have like come towards you, wanted something out of you, said that, you know, love bombed you but weren't honest, okay? So that would be a really good exercise for you to do. I do feel there's someone coming in here or showing interest in you and you're not trusting, okay? So this could happen in August, but there's a mistrust here, so you've really got to work on this. Six of Pentacles in the upright. Page of Swords. One more, please. The Devil. I think that like in your energy reading, there is a real need here to release any envy or comparison with where you think you should be in comparison with others, whether it's financially or, you know, relationships or whatever that is coming through. But because the Devil's here in the reverse, it's showing me that this is something you can achieve. All right. Yeah, and then you have the Star card. So there's a breakthrough here in August. Like, there is a release of, like, I don't care what others are, where they are in their life, and that I feel I should be. There's something about finding your own goals and aspirations here, really getting serious with that. But there is good luck coming in, because like the Star card does like show that horseshoe, okay, which talks about luck coming in August. So you could even want to, like, if you're wanting to look for love, you could even think about, even though you may not want to or may have never done it before, you may be thinking about online dating, or at least meeting people for a meal or a movie or something like that, because that's also coming through. Okay, Marilyn posed a question. Yeah. And Spirit's saying you need to work not only on trusting others and, you know, like taking those new opportunities and seeing where it goes, to have more patience with the timing of things and the timing of where you are in your healing journey. But there is like this comparing yourself with other people, or not trusting others and thinking you should have what others have, or not in a negative sense. I don't want you to get all thing on me, Stella, but this is like Spirit saying you are releasing some element here of that, okay? And there is some sort of luck coming in towards you. So what's this luck? Could come from a Gemini, could come from a Libra, Aquarius. There's a turnaround here with this full moon, especially in the way you think and making some decisions here. Making a new contract with yourself. And being very firm to follow that through. And there's that Seven of Swords again. So, trust. Keep continuing to work on your throat chakra. Continuing to work on co-creating with Spirit towards some sort of goal. And it can just be one goal, okay? It can just be one goal that you want to focus on. What is the energy between you and PD? Thank you, Stella. I don't know what your emoji is that you put there. Okay, because it doesn't show it. What is the energy between me and PD? I've submitted a project to her client, but I haven't heard back from PD. Okay. What's the energy between you and PD? The Fool, the Two of Cups. So the energy between you both is really, really nice, obviously, with these cards. Spirit's saying you shouldn't worry yourself or burden yourself or about something here. I feel there's actual money coming in as well to you. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, and this new opportunity coming in. So I do think there's going to be some, like, possibly you risked something in how you presented something, but it was like different or out there or different to something you'd normally do. But I see the connection being really good. I think she feels, or he feels, whoever they are, that they could, that they trust your judgment and trust that you are excited about doing something. This is going to bring you stability. This is going to bring you some sort of money. Okay, I see this, Marilyn. Yeah. This is a woman, or I feel it's a woman. Okay. You did say her though, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. Or to her client. Yeah. Okay. So this is definitely her energy. This is someone who's very strong businesswoman, someone who's had a lot of growth, and everyone can see like how successful she is. All right. How does she feel towards you? So I actually see this being a really, really good connection. There is a contract here, or a new contract, okay? So stop worrying. Stop worrying. She also intuitively feels, because the Queen of Wands is a very intuitive energy, how much passion and determination and work you've either put in or will put into something. August is going to be significant. Things are going to start moving forward for you in the month of August. And the Empress is here, okay? So there's a really strong Libran energy in the reading. She could be a Libra, okay? Just because the Queen of Wands comes up doesn't mean we are moving into fire and air, and you have fire and air energy here with the Empress. So I see this as being really positive, okay? Really, really positive. Kastori or Leela, post your question. Okay. There may be some decisions to make. I'm also hearing a book or a manuscript or a parchment or something like literal, tangible. I'm also seeing that. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Definitely. Wow. Yeah. She may want to go back and forth on you with some ideas here, and you'll decide on a particular idea that may be like newer to you than, like quite new to you, something you haven't done before or have less experience in, but you're going to go with it anyway. And I actually do see that being very positive as well. Kastori, Leela, post your question. Spirit's asking you not to worry so much. There's a lot of like doubt or worry here, or you feel that the relationship isn't going to go anywhere. But with the cards that have come out, I actually see it is. And to be open. There's a need here for you, because I'm asking about advice for you. You need to be more open and not closed with how you feel about either her wanting to, you know, look at some different ideas or whatever, like to be open to it, not be like Nine of Wands energy where you're like, well, why didn't you like that part or whatever, okay? There's something about being open. I'm also like hearing proofreading or proof editing. Nine of Cups. So there's a need here for you to really release any energy from past rejection, okay? And just like, I'm hearing relish in the blessings, okay, or relish in the blessings that are coming in. Let me just pull out an oracle. Just waiting for Kastori. Hi, Julie. How are you? Yes. All right. There's something definitely coming up where you're going to need to compromise. All right. So if you compromise and you're open to compromising and being flexible, then it's all going to work out well. All right. So there may be, she's definitely going to come back, or someone's going to come back with a, yes, but this needs changing, or yes, but you need to take this angle, and to take that advice and to sort of like go, okay, let me just sit on that, etc. Okay. All right, Kastori. I don't know where Kastori is, because they did, Leela did donate, so I will be taking a quick break after Kastori's read. Okay, Kastori. We're going to use this deck for you for that question. Spirit, show me what Leela needs to know. Right now. There's something here about you weren't, okay, you have the month of July has been hard astrologically, and I feel that you felt you didn't advance in something or get out of it what you wanted in a particular situation, or you weren't nurtured by someone or something, okay, here. And you're possibly re-looking at what you could do differently. It's very Seven of Pentacles energy, but it's in the reverse. So you feel that you haven't got somewhere, possibly financially, or you haven't made a plan, or you need to do something differently, okay? And Spirit's advising you here to, yeah, you don't know the whole story right now, or you don't know how everything's going to play out, or how you want it to possibly. Either tap into other people around you to talk, a good friend, someone that's going to listen to how you feel. All right. Your mother could also be significant, whether she's dead or alive. Okay. I always find it hard to say. Let's just say it how it is. Okay. So you could have been very highly sensitive in July. That's coming through. Okay. So you're stepping into, your Spirit's asking you, especially in August, to step into sovereignty. September, which means self-empowerment. There's something about Virgo season, the end of August, 24th of August, 21st, 23rd, through September. You're going to feel whatever you've been feeling in July is going to be leaving you, okay? You could, eagles or koi fish could be significant. I actually talked about koi fish before. You are actually going through, we all are, but you're feeling very, very sensitive to light codes, possibly in the month of July, or between now, especially in November, you will be feeling this integration of energy, the solar flares, the light codes, the Schumann resonance. And you can look on, especially TikTok has got a lot of, the Poet Crystal on TikTok, she's got a lot of really good information about the Schumann resonance. It really affects me too. And it'll be a difficult time for you, I'm going to say, between now and November, while you're going through this spiritual upgrade. Okay, so let me know if this is making sense to you. You could be getting a lot of ringing in your ears. You could be getting a lot of, and to embrace this because it's upgrading you. Yeah, November's very, very significant here. Spirit's asking you in August here, to be as authentic as absolutely possible, okay? And if other people don't like it, well, they don't like it. But it's the most important thing for you to know is that in August, just be as authentic as possible, all right? And you have some sort of responsibility to break some sort of cycle here. So this is about being responsible for your own self-sabotage, being having integrity and loyalty to others, yes, but to yourself, to be as authentic as possible and to not repeat a cycle, especially if it's to do with self-sabotage. So there's a lot of spiritual upgrade coming up for you, especially between now and November. All right. And in November, I do feel that, like, I keep saying November because it's very, very strong in your reading, okay, that you're going to embark on some sort of new adventure or something new. And it's going to be challenging. I'm not saying this is going to be easy, but Spirit's saying to embrace it, because by November, I'm getting the chills again. There's some sort of new start or new beginning. And you don't want to face some sort of fear here. You don't want to face this. You don't want to have to go through it. I've been going through this. I think a lot of us have, probably since March. And you're either been going through it since March, or this is just coming in for you now. And there's something here about things being really illuminated as far as what you need to break free of and to be responsible to do it. Because with and to set boundaries for yourself. And this could be shopping as well. This could be spending too much money, or anything you do in excess, okay? Oh. All right. Take your time with this. You may think, I can't get through this. This is so hard, right? I actually think that it will. I think that you're going to start being affected a lot by light codes, the Schumann resonance, the solar winds, all those astrological things as well, okay? And there's something coming up. What's this thing coming up? Yeah, the Seven of Swords, to do with how people are authentic or not, or how authentic you are or not. Things are going to become a lot clearer before the end of the year, and you're stepping into a completely new timeline here, okay? And you don't want to let this go. So you either don't want to let something go that you know you should, or somebody go that you know you should. And Spirit's saying that you need to be responsible to break some sort of pattern. It could be that your friends don't treat you, or certain people in your life don't treat you properly, instead of standing up for yourself and stepping into your sovereignty. And as well as doing that, you've got the, you know, the downloads and light codes coming in. So there's a lot going on, and I think there's a lot coming up. Okay. All right. I'm going to have a quick break, guys. I won't be too long. The next person is, unless somebody donates, is Noxie. Hi, blessings. How are you? The list is very long, guys, so I'll try my best to get through everybody today. I really will. And I won't be too long. Okay. Oh. Okay, back. Noxie, hi, if you're there. Thank you, Elaine. And if anyone wants to donate, you can do so. You will be next. She just wants a general. I just want to make sure she's there before I start talking. Okay, I think she left. Oh, well, if she left, she left. Country is next. I'm not doing a reading for someone who's not online, okay? If she comes back, she'll get her reading, okay? Country and Mel are next. Noxie, post your question, please. Noxie, can I have a general? Sure. Okay, just going to shuffle these. Okay, you got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, which is beautiful energy. That's Taurus. I think that if you've been unsure about leaving a job or starting a job, yeah, there's something here about walking away possibly from a career or a job, a career like path or a job itself. I'm seeing sort of devil energy. So you may be, I don't know if you're working or not, but like there's something about having the strength or having the spiritual strength instead of worrying about a situation that you're walking away from it. Okay. You're walking away from something here. You're wanting more of a spiritually holistic led life. You don't want to have to worry. You have a lot of fear here. There's a lot of fear associated. Now, I'm not telling you to leave your job, okay? And I saw the crown chakra on the splits. The Spirit's asking you to really connect with them and ask Spirit for signs to show you what to do next, okay? Because there's like a fear of a lot of worry, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety about having the strength to move away possibly from something, okay? There's something possibly about study. I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles. It's not in this deck. You are leaving a period. You are wanting to. Of course you would. You're in a situation probably right now where you're not fulfilled and you feel that you're not being appreciated or you're being taken for granted. And you're possibly looking at your finances as well. You're looking possibly at your career path. We've got Pisces energy, Virgo energy here as well. But you're moving away from a time of hardship. Okay, I think that you're going to have the spiritual strength to do something about your situation, especially if it's to do with your money or your career. Yeah, things are going to start moving forward in August. If you don't know what you're doing now, or you have fear surrounding what you know you want to do, but you don't want to sort of face that challenge or obstacle, I feel that something is coming through in August that's going to change that, okay? What's your relationship with money? There's something here about your relationship with money, or fear of success, or wanting victory and success, wanting recognition but not getting it. You're going to get something illuminated here in the month of August, where things are going to start moving in a positive direction. I'm going to say positive direction. All right, especially with your money. Yeah, you're going to get clear. Thank you. You're going to get the clarity you need in August about what to do to navigate this challenge, especially with money or work. All right. Nothing is really like coming through here about love. So let's leave love alone, or Spirit saying, let's leave love alone. Yeah, the devil. And he's putting his hand up and saying no. So there's something about you setting boundaries with others here, or not putting love first right now. There's something you need to get clear upon what path you need to go on. All right. I don't feel that you're with someone right now. There's a lot of conflict in your mind about how to get over this work, financial challenge, money challenge. Finances could be difficult right now. But I think like you're getting clarity here. You're getting clarity on what you need to balance out. You're making some decisions. You're aiming for something here. Aiming for like what a goal, a dream, something you really want in your life, or a career path you really always wanted to do. And Spirit's saying, of course, this is coming through a lot today, crown chakra, to connect with your guides, to ask them for that clarity, because you will get it. If you ask them, you have to ask them. All right? You've got, ask them to put people in your life that are good for you, that are resonant with your energy, okay? And maybe people that are, you know, trying to say you can't have or you can't do. And there's some sort of lack of spiritual strength, but it's coming in. The spiritual strength is coming in, but you have to ask Spirit. Okay? You've got a masculine in your life here. So you could be dating, or you could be with someone. I don't know if you're with someone or not. Okay. What is this king? Here was the King of Cups. Could be a father figure. All right. I feel that this person, and it can be a friend, it doesn't have to be a lover. So let me know, like, if you've got a masculine in your life that's a friend, a father figure even, that's really going to help you think out, talk out, start up something to do with your career, a career advisor even, okay, that's going to help you get this clarity in August, that's going to help you say, I can do it, I can aim towards my goal, my dream will be fulfilled, I will be successful, I will be stable, I will be secure, I will be solid, especially in your money. And I think that that is definitely coming in from August onwards. You've got 888 in your reading, so go check out what 888 means, especially in regards to career or finances, okay, and meditate on this. But most of all, like, do crown chakra meditation, ask your guides to show you, show me a feather, show me a, you know, if this is the way I should go, whatever it is, okay, be very specific. They need to be very specific. And I don't think love is coming in at the moment. I think that you need to put that on the back burner and get like this stability in mind. But this masculine can help you. So I don't know who that is to you, but I do feel that there's someone that can help you. Even if they're like a financial advisor, okay? There's someone that's going to like help you with a plan. Who is standing towards you, country? Is this a romantic relationship? Is this a crush? Is this a friend you're crushing on? Is this a current relationship? To get specifics, we're going to look at the cards. So what are their feelings for you? What's their intentions? So this is someone who really wants to hold on to you. I'm hearing the word shake up, so it's about time your relationship had a shake up, or it's about time this romance came in for you, okay? All right, let's shuffle. So 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, really, really nice, okay? And the offer from the universe. I think that this person makes you really happy, and I think you make them very happy, okay? I don't know if you're an air sign. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this could mean like seeing the Queen of Swords is just like showing me that you're really focused on this person, okay? Thank you, Zara. It is Divine Tarot, yes. You're very passionate about them. I think they're very attracted to you on a physical level. It's in the description, Zara. I think there's some information coming in or conversation coming in. So let's look at what that is. I don't know if they could be a Sagittarius. They could be a fire sign. All right. That 2 of Cups, after all that shuffling, is still there on the bottom of the deck. Okay. I feel that you're questioning the relationship because you're feeling something and you're not sure if you're right. So you're not sure if your intuition is right, okay? No, this puja is messages for specific people. You're feeling that it's not moving fast enough. You're feeling that you're not sure. Yeah, there's that Queen of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So there's some unsurety or insurety here about the fact that you're not sure whether it's the right relationship for you. You're not sure whether you manifested correctly. You're like, manifest this person. Is this what I really want? Because the relationship doesn't seem to be going as fast as I want it to go. And then you've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you're not clear, I would say. I think he is. I think he's very passionate about you. I feel that, you know, you make him really, really very happy, but you're not clear because it's not moving as fast as you want it to. And you're worried that this could be like, there's a lot of fear here that you've bitten off more than you can chew with the relationship. There could be, you know, he could or you could, there could be some, how can I say this? There could be something that you're like, is this just lust or is this love? So you're unclear about the feelings you have or the feelings the energy he gives off. You're like, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. Okay. But Spirit's saying you're on the right path with this person. You have the Cancer card of the Chariot, which is always Spirit saying you're on the right path. All right. Thank you, Zara. Yes, I did. Okay. So Spirit's advising you here to just, you know, be more open with your emotions. Say how you feel. I do have the twin flame energy, okay? Say how you feel. You might intuitively think, this is my person, I feel it is, but it's not moving as fast as I want it to, and I'm trying to manifest it to move faster. I'm trying to focus my attention instead of just enjoying the present moment and enjoying like each moment that you have together. Because you have trust issues. There's trust issues. Thank you, Marilyn. There's trust issues 100% here. Okay. So don't be emotionally closed and be like scared to put your heart on the line because you have trust issues. It's about living in the present moment and just knowing that it is the right person at this point in your life. It is the right, Danny, is right for you right now, and just to enjoy each moment, okay? Don't get into that illusion, I'm not sure if he loves me, I'm not sure if, you know, I love him, or I'm not sure if my feelings are true. Just in the present moment, and open your heart when you feel it is, because you may be worried it's just lust, the Knight of Wands. All right, so let me know if this is resonating. I appreciate that, because you know, it's good to have feedback for myself on my readings. Sometimes he may love bomb you and you're like, or you feel that he love bombs you because he wants like intimacy out of you, or there's something here where you're not sure, but I feel it's more to do with your trust issues. Sometimes you feel that you're not intuitive and that you may feel that he's just doing that for self-satisfaction, when in fact it's not like that at all. Right? And I'm not like laughing, but it's like spirits, well, I am. If you're wondering whether he's doing the right thing, we have the Justice card in the upright and the Star. So I would say that he is doing the right thing. I don't see any other females at all involved here. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, they're all your energy. This is just different elements of you, right? Your passion, your love, your mental. And I'm not saying you're mental, just saying there's a need here to just take the good with the bad, but take the good and go with it as well, right? And he wants to hold on to you. This is a soulmate. It could be twin, okay? Excuse me. Zara, post your question. kind of got rejected by someone that I was very sure liked me. Can I ask why? I didn't really get clarity. Okay. What was this person's name, if you don't mind saying, Zara? Why did Zara get rejected? Why did they do this? What did they feel? Okay, so I feel that this person, they could be someone who is very interested in their career, someone who is very invested in working towards a goal of making money or having enough money, or just finding that they wanted to just focus on their job. Okay, so they could be like a boss, a supervisor, a manager, or aspiring to be that, or even like studying and just wanting to put all their energy and time into that. I actually had a situation like that way back in when I was 30, where I was dating this guy for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden he turned around and said, I want to go to college, I want to study, I've got years of that, I want to just put all my energy and time into that. Okay, and there's disappointment here from your view. Okay, of course there is. There's emotional disappointment. I do feel that he will contact you again, or contact you. This could be someone you know through college, or someone you know through family, or you met them through a friend or family. I do feel that they do want to be single right now. I don't see any other female, but they're very invested in building something here, like with their job, their money, their work. It's like, I don't have time for a relationship energy, okay? I don't think it's you. Yeah. So they may want to buy a home, or they may be, they're looking at the stability here. They're wanting to be stable. I think there's a lot of pressure, especially on young people, to work and, you know, whatever. Even though you have like, even though you like really care about this person, they thought they really cared about you. I don't see that they didn't care about you. I feel that they just don't want commitment right now, or they don't feel that. Okay. All right. So he has a dream. He has a dream. Now, I'm not saying that he's right, because I don't think he is. I don't think you should ever put anything before love. And you shouldn't compartmentalize like things into existence just because, you know, I can't have love because I need to do this. That's ridiculous. And he will find that out the hard way, most probably, that is the wrong thing to do. But he has this dream or goal, possibly buying a home, because it's here, right, with the star. And he feels that he doesn't have time for love. Look at that, the love is in the reverse. He doesn't have time for love. He can't give it his all, right? I do feel that he's coming to communicate with you, though. You're going to get clarity from him. I do feel that he's going to come in and communicate. We've got the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. At some point. Yeah, so that it's sort of like you can get out of your own head knowing that, or maybe this is the message that I'm bringing forward, that you can get out of your head, not worrying that it's something you've done wrong, or how others perceive you. Like, don't put this as an umbrella effect over what everyone would be like, okay? Okay, if he does come towards you, there's a need here, Spirit saying, like, don't worry about it, but don't be defensive. Don't try and defend yourself or him. I do feel that you'll be more, like, if he did come in to communicate with you, there's more of an opening of how you feel to be discussed, mainly from your end, all right, how you feel, or how you felt, and now how you feel. Just be careful with your words with that, because it could end up being conflict. There's something here about not tying yourself to a certain, not being conflicted in your own mind about, like I said before, like how everyone else would, how he's treated you doesn't mean to say everyone's going to treat you like that, okay? I'm also getting the name Jason, so that's coming through for whatever reason. That could be someone that's coming up in the future. And you've got Virgo energy here. I do feel that by September, which is only a couple of months away, you're going to be happier, because I feel that there's someone else possibly coming in the picture here. It's not coming out whether he'll be honest about his feelings. I think that there's a selfish intent in regards to that, because I think that he just wants what he wants, and he'll like stop at nothing. And if it means not having a relationship so we can, you know, spend 18 hours a day in the office or on his business or whatever, that's what he wants. But I do feel that, like, you're and intuitively you probably know that, and I do feel that you're having a new offer coming in, possibly from a fire sign, okay? And that when you meet this new person, because I don't think it's this other person, when you do meet this person, this new person, you'll be like, oh, I know that this is my person. Yeah, because your other one, the other one that's let go of you, is not ready for commitment. Hierophant in the reverse, okay? But I feel there's someone new coming in, right? And there could be a fire sign, there could be a water sign, especially Scorpio. But you know, watch those Scorpios. All right, Marilyn, post your question, please. Thank you. What are the issues with my Virgo aunt and Leo cousin, and advice for dealing with them? Okay, what are the issues with the Virgo aunt and the Leo cousin? Is there something legal going on, or something's definitely unfair, or there's something, okay, I feel like your Virgo aunt knows something about your Leo cousin, okay, or something did wrong or said wrong. Or is this between you and them? Okay, there's something very unbalanced and unfair here. So is it that I'm confused? Is this, I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling like both of them are like either ganging up on you, or you're not. Let me start this reading again. This is a very confusing situation, okay? This feels like it's them versus you, but also I feel that your aunt Virgo knows something about your Leo cousin, or something they did wrong, or they said something wrong. So the Leo could even be more imbalanced, or more of a liar, I'm going to say, because it's like very lying energy. Coming up. Yeah, look at that on the split, the Leo card. Yeah, and look at that, the Justice in the reverse. Okay, so I do feel the Leo has done more wrong by you or someone else, and the Virgo aunt knows about it. This is very confusing. And I think you're confused, okay, why this is happening. You just want justice, right? You just want fairness, you want good karma between you all, but it's not there. But I think it's deeper than that. And I'm seeing the moon, so I feel like there's something you don't know about, okay? And it may not have anything to do with you. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is about not wanting to put any more energy or effort into this situation, either through them or through you. But I feel that Spirit, Marilyn, is sort of like saying, don't put any more effort or energy or time into even thinking about this. Focus on your new goals. Okay, so maybe you've got a new goal. especially anything, and Spirit is leading you towards some sort of new opportunity or new person or new friend. So I'm picking that up as well. There's some sort of new person coming towards you, and it's almost like Spirit saying, you know what, let them be what they're like. Let the Virgo and the Leo do what they want and be what they're like. I hope you don't live with these people. Pay them no mind. Don't put time and energy anymore into it. And sometimes the best response is no response. And I feel there's someone coming in towards you. Thank you, Zara. Well, then don't pay them heed or mind, Marilyn, okay? I feel that you really need to focus on something else. But I feel there's a new friendship coming. Yeah, because it's a burden. Thank you, Spirit. Because it's a burden. It's just burdening you. It's not bringing you any... let me just check the time, because I've got an hour. It's not bringing you any satisfaction, okay? Oh, sorry, Elaine, I didn't know. Thank you. It's not bringing you any satisfaction, Marilyn. So if it's not bringing you any satisfaction, it's time to, you're juggling too much mentally, especially by thinking about these two people, okay? So what else do we have? I'll do you after Zara, Elaine, thank you. Yeah, these people are negative of mind. They're keeping you trapped in your own mental prison. So I would ask Spirit for new people to come in, especially new friendships. Don't go towards them apologizing, or if they come towards you apologizing in any way, shape or form in the near future. I wouldn't take that as gospel, to be honest. I think that there's a lot going on you don't know about, okay? And it's time you actually separated, not just physically but mentally, from these two relationships. Show me Virgo or Leo. Who do you want to talk about, Spirit? Taurus, Libra. So the woman, so that would be the Virgo. Okay. Yeah, she's very closed. There's a lot of greed, selfishness, envy. The Virgo is not open. She's probably more closed than the Leo in regards to you on an emotional level. Just let me know if this is making sense, okay? Yeah, she's very selfish. She just cares about her own sort of dreams, wishes, what she wants out of her life. The star is a positive energy, but I feel with this Virgo, it is more of a negative energy, because she's pouring into herself, but at the expense of being mean or... Okay. And, you know, I would just focus on this first card that came out, that these people are negative. They're keeping you in a mental prison you don't need to be in, and to don't give them any more time or energy, especially mentally. And for you to focus on something else. Yeah, look at this unfair, financial, possibly unfair, or has been in a financial situation, or there's something going on in regards to money and the Leo, or there has been something going on with you and finances with the Virgo in the past, okay? But there's the Six of Pentacles in the reverse is basically an unfairness, or, you know, the time and energy you've given to her, she's just never been like that. She's never reciprocated at all. She could have even got involved in your relationships or your relationships with others. Spirit wants you to meditate on this person and pray for them, because they're very unfair, okay? You could also be hearing something about them, but Spirit, again, is saying don't mentally pay it any mind, okay? This person is mentally unstable. All right, let's have a look. Show me the Leo. King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So I don't know what's going on with the Leo and possibly a masculine earth sign, or something to do with money. There's a lot going on here. And that's why I was very confused when I started the reading, because there was just so much information being thrown at me. but they haven't been successful with something. I don't know if they date, or they're married, or they're with a partner, or something to do with their boss, or their career, or their job, their work, their money. There's something here that wasn't successful for the Leo. Show me Leo energy. Yeah, there's the Leo energy. Spirit's just clarifying that with that, which is Leo energy. Possibly someone's walked away from them. They've walked away from a job. They've been fired. There's something going on with the Leo. There's things going on with these people on a separate basis that has actually got nothing to do with you. And there's envy. Marilyn, I actually feel there's envy with these people in regards to you. They're envious of you in some capacity. Okay. Zara, post your question. And then we'll do a line. Okay. Well, I think he'll achieve what he wants, but it's not going to be literally round the corner. Like I said, I feel there's somebody else for you. Okay, Zara. Now, I don't know if you've been on here before, but just make sure you're reading the disclaimer in the description. Okay, I just want to say that. Why will he contact you again? Well, there's contact, whether it's you to hurt him or him to you, okay? Why will he contact you? Maybe there's some sort of unfinished thing that wasn't said. Maybe you need to emotionally really open your heart and say it to him. So maybe it's you, the one that's going to be contacting him. He could be contacting you too, just for any, like, if you feel there's any unfinished energy. Yeah, you have a knowing that he's going to contact you as well. Yeah, to clean out some energy. It's mainly to clean out the energy, because you haven't quite said what you wanted to say, or he hasn't. All right, let's see what comes through here. To close off the relationship, all right? So it's possible. It's possible he will contact you. But be very, very careful, because you may, okay, right. So he could be coming in, love bombing you here, and you have to make a decision. So it could be for sex, all right? It could be for intimacy. He may be like, I'm going to go forward to Zara. I'm going to love bomb her. I know she'll be up for it. Yeah, so be very careful, because he could be like saying, you know, this could happen in August. He could be, I don't know how long you dated this person for, but it could really emotionally confuse you if you make the wrong decision here, okay? I don't feel he's a soulmate, as in to move forward with. Yeah. He's possibly coming in like for, hi, I miss you. Can I come see you? Are you alone? If you know what I mean. And yeah, coming in. He's a player, not in the way that he plays with other people, but he knows that you'd be up for it. He has that feeling that you would be like possibly open and willing, right? Yeah. Seven of Swords. So I wouldn't trust this. When he comes in, I wouldn't trust it. I feel that you want to close something off. I feel that you have possibly something to say, or you want to know why. So be very careful, because if he calls you or tries to, you know, come around you, it's most definitely for intimacy. Okay, that's what it's showing me here. So I don't know if you, and you don't have to say whether you were or not, but I don't know if you're intimate with each other in the past, but it's showing here that he could come in and try and love bomb you just to get what he wants. Okay, so definitely not great intentions. I mean, you can block this person if you want, and you would never see this happen because they wouldn't be able to contact you. So, but that's up to you. That's your decision. I have a feeling that you won't block them, because you want to see if this actually happens. Yeah, so they could really be trying to come in all sexy and romantic. Elaine, post your first question. I hope you join us again, Zara, for the live. I may go live this weekend. It depends, because I'm going to see a friend and I'll be with her for the weekend, so I'm not sure whether I'll have time, but hopefully I can do a live over the weekend, or even Friday morning maybe. All right, I'll put it in the description, in the post, if I know 100% I'm going to go live again. What does this week, what does the universe want me to know at this time between you and yours? Just my advice, softly. I'm quite sensitive right now and I'm picking up her energy. Okay. What does the universe want you to know at this time between you and Yaz? You're definitely dreaming about her. You've had a dream where there's been possibly an altercation. You could have also had a different dream or vision of her, like I'm seeing like brushing her hair, or looking at herself in the mirror, and how attractive she is, or how attractive. There's something, Spirit is clearing something out here. Something is being cleared out. There's something to do with your third eye as well. Your higher self is trying to liberate you in some capacity from thinking about her a lot, or, you know, thinking on the relationship. There's a disconnection here. There's a want to disconnect, but also on paradoxically not wanting to disconnect at the same time. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So Spirit is basically saying, with advice to you in regards to Yaz, and why you're picking up on her energy, is because Spirit is trying to, at an intuitive level, at a deep knowing that you have, help you stop thinking about her, wanting to reach out and talk to her, but knowing that you need to look at things in a different way at this point. You're definitely dreaming. This card says the dreamer on it, okay? Perception. There's something about flowers here as well. You could be seeing a lot of flowers lately, like look out for flowers. You could be seeing energy like I am. I've just started to do that recently. See literal energy in the air. White sparkles. Okay. Yeah, there's something spiritual also happening to you. Hi, Crow's Nest. Jessica, how are you going? Something about something spiritual is going on. This is definitely spiritual intervention, because Spirit wants to release you and her from any mental turmoil right now, okay? So Spirit is sort of stepping in here. Snakes could be significant, an eagle or a hawk. There's something about like her okay, there's a battle between how she feels about you and how you feel about her, and releasing yourself from that so that you can gosh, I talk too much, so that you can have freedom right now. The freedom card. So spiritual intervention. Spirit wants you to see things from a different perspective at the moment, even though you possibly connect or feel like you do, or you do connect through dreams, or you're feeling her energy, and Spirit's saying just release yourself from that right now, okay? So there's definitely divine intervention, because Spirit wants you to be free, or a free agent at this point in time, okay? Thank you, Jessica. You can post your first question shortly. I'm just doing Elaine's readings. Okay, what else do we have, Spirit, here? What's going on with energy with Jazz and Elaine right now? What's going on? Yeah, you may really want to reach out and message her. But you also know that Spirit is like really trying to support you to liberate you from her at the same time. Okay. I hope this is making sense. Yeah, she's not for you at this time, Spirit's saying. There's like this feeling of not for you right now, because there's more that you need to do to be happy, to make yourself happy, and to be single and happy. And also September is going to be significant, August and September, in regards to, you know, gaining your freedom and independence. It's time to do that at this point in time when it comes to her. There's changes coming about here for you that Spirit wants you to embrace. So I think all the energy right now is like a final... when I burp, it's purging, okay? So there's a purging energy Spirit wants you to do right now. And just watch and wait and see what's going to happen. Like, don't act on anything so much right now. I feel there's still a lot of healing that you guys need to do or will do in the future, or be together in the future. But for right now, it's important that you get out of the house, that you meet new people within your community, whether this is clubs, groups, whatever it is. And that's why it's almost like this is like a final, like a purge. I want to say a current purge, not a final purge. Okay, to clear your own mind so it's not in turmoil, that you can just release this right now and possibly, you know, come back to it in the future, but not right now. What's your second question? Thank you. Blessings. Okay. It's been a really good live today. It's been a lot of fun. I've still got a little bit of time. I've still got like 40 minutes, I think. February, we have a huge list, okay, and I'm only taking donations right this second. I will get to the free list if I can, but I'm not sure whether I'll get to you, all right, because there's a lot of people before you. Career, what do you need to know in regards to your career? Okay, let's use the Psychic Tarot for this, and the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. What does Elaine need to know in regards to her career, please, Spirit? And advice. So there's a feeling definitely of not, a knowing that you can do more or gain more money, or, you know, there's something here that you're not feeling materially prosperous right now or successful in whatever it is you're doing. And there's a feeling that you need to do something else or create something, or really like get to work on figuring this out so that you can get into the energy of prosperity, especially material prosperity, okay? But spiritual prosperity as well, all right? And there's something here about August. So August is coming out a lot today. We've got August obviously right around the corner in a couple of days. And you've got accelerated motion. 8 of Wands energy. So what's happening in August, Spirit? What are you trying to tell us? Some sort of partnership, some sort of alliance, something you've manifested. Definitely use your crown chakra to connect with your guides so you can get more like mentally on point as far as what you're going towards, okay? So that you're not like, all right, there's something here about like you really put your heart and soul into your career path or your work, or you want to do something you really love to gain that thing in a tangible sense. And there's something here about the month of August, like really things moving quickly, because you tell the universe, you tell Spirit, you tell God, by using crown chakra meditation, you connect with your spirit guides and say, this is what I want. So there's something here about needing to be very clear. And I think that you are coming into contact with people that are going to support you in regards to your career path. I'm seeing college a lot, so I don't know if whether you're wanting to or thinking about learning college. There's some like learning something new. There's something about photography or upgrading on information like AI or some sort of technology or how to use a program, or there's something here about that. So you could be wanting to like go back to college and or night school and do some sort of like upgrade on learning something in regards to that, and you're going to be really passionate about that. I think that you're going to put a lot of time and energy into like that if you do it. So if you're not sure what that means to you, on an intuitive third eye level, like connect with your higher self and talk it out to yourself. I always talk it out loud. Like, this is, what do I want to do? Like, what do I feel like? And think about, like, I did this the other day. I thought about, like, does this make me feel passionate? I'm not going to say no, it doesn't. Okay. And then I think about my tarot and like really doing this storytelling and about focus and advice and spirit and what's coming coming in for people. So I've been talking a lot. I've also got allergies, so bear with me. And I think that by doing that, you can really identify what sets off that sacral chakra, okay? You're passionate about, and not knowing what you're not passionate about, right? So I think that like that's really important for you to do right now. Yeah, because there's some confusion here. If I do that, I'm going to make more money, but I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be bored. I'm not going to be satisfied. If I do this, it's more in line with like my spiritual or, you know, the path forward, or it's more in line with what I've always wanted to do, possibly as a child, or what I've, my spiritual gifts or my creative. So really have like, spend the time to like talk it out yourself. Yeah, so you can determine Seven of Pentacles. What went, like, what was wrong for you in the past? Where you are right now? Where do you want to be in the future? What do you like? What's going to set your heart? I think you already know what you want to do, or what would be good for you. King of Pentacles. So there could be this masculine around you that you could ask. You could see that they're balanced in their energy, that they've been successful in something. This could just even be on a podcast, right? I want you to go through all the things you really love doing. I watched a podcast. Oh, what was it? I don't know. I think it was when I was in and out of sleep last night, but it was, or was it Pam Gregory? I'm not sure. There's a video that she brought out called something about, go have a look at that, Elaine, because it's called something about possibilities. I'll just look on my history because I literally just watched it. Oh, hi you guys. Whoops. Many Worlds, Many Possibilities, Pam Gregory. So go check that out, okay? Many Worlds, Many Possibilities. And there's something here about somebody you know, you really look up to that person. And like I said, it could be just someone that does a podcast, and how they got to where they got to, okay? Because there's something about really focus. It's about, as Pam talked about, focus, right? And what boundaries you need to set with yourself. Jessica, post your first question. Yeah. Because right now you feel like you don't want to do the wrong thing by yourself, by jumping into something and then realizing it's what I thought I wanted because of the money, but actually it's so boring, or I'm not invested. So, and I'm not saying it's really important at this time to make the right decision. I think that, you know, we have to make the wrong ones sometimes to know what we want. Okay. You can, Zara, but it'll be like 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, Jessica, post your first question. Okay, Kaja, I'll do you after 2 that Jessica has. Okay. You can, if you like. You'll be after Kaja, sweet face. It will be 20 minutes away for your read, so it's up to you. And the list is closed now, the free list. So we've got Jessica. What is coming in love for you in the immediate future? Well, we can't put time frames on things, okay? not really. Not really. Okay, so let's have a look. Tell me if you are. Let's look at past, present, and future with this question. Are you currently single? Let me know that, please. There's a lot of disappointment, heart, being let down. You know what? If I was ever interested in dating again, which I'm not, like I wouldn't be bothered. Like I couldn't be bothered. Okay, because it's just so fucking hard. I think there's a lot of injustice been done here as well. I feel that there's a lesson you had to learn in a recent or past relationship. Let's look at the past. To understand and for you to be clear here with the Ace of Swords, what you want for or out of a relationship, how you view love, how you view romance, okay? There could have been tears shed with this, okay? This person could have not been emotionally open or invested in the relationship, and it could have like finished as quickly as it sort of started here. Okay. And then you're like, I'm going to be more careful or more conscientious or more discerning next time. I feel that something possibly was a non-starter that started really sort of quickly and then ended really quickly because this person was not as open emotionally as you were. Okay, let's look at present. What's going on? Yeah, so you got the 2 of Wands to the 3 of Wands, which is really nice. So you've learned something from that relationship, obviously, or that situation. And you're ready. I feel there's travel coming up for you, possibly. I don't know if you're going overseas or you're going on a trip or something is here, okay? A 10 of Wands in reverse. You're not going to be, or you feel in your energy right now, you're not going to even put the effort in. If someone... if the relationship sort of starts out as being like, I'm seeing a few things, that's why I'm stumbling over my words. If you don't see or you don't feel the passion or that spark or that chemistry, or you just see that it's not going to go anywhere, you're not going to be burdened by it, okay? All right, you're not going to be burdened. It's almost like you intuitively know this is not going to go anywhere, sort of thing. Okay, there's possibly someone in your life who, okay, there's a couple of things here. This person may want to, oh, there's loads coming through. Hold on. There may be someone in your current energy, you may know they have a crush on you. It's possible. Or someone has a crush and you don't know they have a crush. That's also possible. A friend or like a work colleague. They could be from a different culture as well. They could be an Aries, Sag, or a Leo, possibly. It's not significant. They could just have a lot of like feeling for you. Or you may know, they could be an Aries, or you know that this person has a crush on you and you're not interested. So I don't know which it is, all right? Thank you, Marilyn. I'll put you on the list. I don't know whether, oh, damn it, I can't lift my arm still. I don't know whether Zara donated, I don't know. Okay. All right, future. Sagittarius. Timing. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not like, I can't give you a time frame. Sometimes spirit gives me one, sometimes they don't, and right here they haven't. Virgo could be significant. Let me get a few more cards on this future. Here's a relationship. Here's a connection in your future. I'm not going to say near future or even the rest of 2026. So I do feel that there's a period of travel. There's a period of alone time. There's a period of you following your own career path or whatever it is you want to do. There's something about your knowledge and your gifts, your talent, your ability. Something about pouring into yourself with that. And like not turning your back on relationships, but not making it a priority. And then, but boom, all of a sudden here a relationship comes in. Yeah, so it's about stepping into your personal power, being free, being independent, focusing on your own security and stability, and not worrying about a relationship at this time. Okay, who is the Two of Cups? Here's the Two of Cups. Possibly someone spiritual, possibly a Leo. I'm not going to like throw about different signs too much. Let me see if Spirit can show us specifics. Post your second question, Jessica. Yeah, so there is a contract coming in. So here's the contract with a person in the future. No, yeah, Aries again. So it's possibly an Aries, but this could be someone who's older than you. They possibly could have a lot of wisdom themselves. Because the Hermit and the Emperor are not like a pigeon pair, because the Emperor, of course, goes with the Empress. But there is something here like they're large and in charge, but so are you. Okay, so you do really gel well, fit well with this person. And they're going to do the right thing by you, okay? But you may have some trust issues, but Spirit is bringing this person in. Now, it could be on a trip or travel, because you got the travel card again. It will come out of nowhere. This relationship will come out of nowhere. It's someone you could also meet through your job or in the legal system in some capacity. Jessica, but like it's Spirit is leading this person towards you, but not yet. There's something you need to learn new about yourself, or even if it's at an angelic or spiritual level at this time. Okay. All right, show me your second question. Then we have Kaja, we have Marilyn, and I think we have someone else, but I'm not sure. Okay, what will Chris, the Leo's next actions be towards me? Is this a crush, a friend, a family member, a relationship? Let me know. Okay. I actually think it's something that's going to make you really happy. Is this in a romantic sense, like you were together and you're together now? Okay, so I actually feel really good energy with this. So you have the exchanging gifts. Hold on a second. We dated briefly in the past. Okay, we used to work together. I actually feel a really nice energy. 27, 28, that could be their age, possibly. It doesn't have to be. They could be a Virgo, or have Virgo in the top three, right? Sun, Moon, Rising. He could be invested in his a property or a security of some kind at the moment, or he's in security. There's something about working in security, possibly. So I feel that at the time you met previously, like things weren't aligned. It wasn't time. But there's a possibility here. So like you could go out, you could have mutual friends. You could go out and see this person again and be like, oh, you know, I don't know how big the town is you live in. You could hear about this person that they were asking about you through another friend. I don't know. Right. But I feel that they could have been dreaming about you. And I do feel that they're possibly coming in, or it's almost like this feeling of you're just going to see them out somewhere, or you're going to connect with them in a way, even on social media. And they're going to be like, hi, how are you? How have you been going? So it's like, or you could do this to them. So could you possibly get back together? So there is like an element here of you could be friends with benefits with this person. They could definitely reach out in August, very strongly is coming through here. I'm not sure this would be a lasting relationship, or I'm not sure if this is the Emperor we're talking about. I don't think it is from your first reading, okay? I would be just careful that if he is coming back in, or if he does contact you, and he is reaching out, it's not just for intimacy. And if it is, it's what you both want, no strings attached, okay, sort of thing. But there is like an offer or something coming in from him towards you. So the possibility is here of an exchange in intimacy, in energy, through intimacy, or a reaching out to get in touch here, okay? And I think it's equal. I feel that you want it as much as he does, whether it is just intimacy or whether it's more. I'm not seeing that it's love. So it could be a friends with benefits thing, okay? I don't know if he is an air sign. This could happen in August. You've got 888 here in your reading, okay? I just want to say be very clear, or make sure he's very, like he's very clear with you what is going to happen. So if he did reach out, just be clear that if you're going to be intimate, that's all it may be, okay? That's all it may be. And that's all you both may need or want at that time, all right? Yeah, just email me. Thank you, Elaine. I would appreciate if you just email me with that, because we're going to the next person, which is Kaja, and then Marilyn. And I don't think anyone else donated, but let me know if they did, because you may get yourself in a situation with this person if you are intimate, and it may make you happy at the time, but then it may also pull you back into some sort of emotional, why did I do that? Now I'm on my own. So yeah, just be careful with the decisions. Be clear with the decisions that you're making. There's a huge amount of money to pay back from me. There is a huge amount of money. So you have to pay money to illegal money, okay? Is that correct? Thank you, Zara. It was after Marilyn, I think. So I won't be too long. It won't be too long, and I'll get your reading to you ASAP. Show me Kaja's energy in regards to finances. You may, okay, so that you may feel this is like a karmic situation, or something's come back from the past. So this could be a past legal or an ongoing legal situation that's just been settled now, and you know the outcome. So it's been ongoing for a while. This is something, and it's something to do with your community, or it had something to do, I'm just trying to pick up, because I got the community card, so it could be something to do with a town, or the legal case was in the town, or where you lived in the town. Okay, let's see what else we have, or the city, or whatever. Something to do with a home. We've got a house at the bottom, okay, and changes. Spirit's like asking you not to overthink this, in August especially, because I think you may be thinking, why? And you're never going to sort of know. It just is what it is. But in a weird way, it's bringing you some sort of peace, and it's taking you out of somewhere, or whatever happened is possibly taking you away from certain people or a place. I don't know if it's your job, but you do feel a lot of financial pressure. Okay, that's what I got from those cards. Let's do a shuffle with these. Yeah, you feel super imbalanced. I don't blame you. You just don't know which way to go. You don't know how to think. There's a lot of Libran energy here. You may be seeing 1111 or 22. Okay. You feel like you just failed here in something, and you're not seeing clearly, or you are seeing clearly. Like there's definitely been like that legal decision that was made. Okay. Okay. As far as your financial situation, you know deep down you're going to have to sacrifice some stuff to get out of it, or to get more balanced on a financial level. You don't want to, and you can't see a new beginning, but you don't want to sacrifice something here. And right now you're thinking of the past and the mistake you made with something. A car could have been involved as well, or you may have to sell a car if you have a car. And you're not seeing any sort of new beginning here in regards to money or how you're going to get out of something. Okay. Right. But Spirit is asking you not to overthink something or ask why. So show me the future. Yeah, there's definitely a release here, either from a person or a situation or a town or a place, a city where you live. There was a release which was needed. The sacrifice that you have to make, because we are talking about money. This is actually quite a deep reading. I'm not going to get into it too deep. There is going to be positive movement forward. Okay, there will be, because this is Eight of Pentacles energy. So this is hard work. But with hard work, there will be positive movement forward, and you're moving in calm waters towards this sun energy here. Do some solar, and you've got the star. So there's something about solar plexus. There's something having trust in the process, because we all go through certain periods and times of our life. Like I was literally homeless and living in my car 15 years ago. Okay. And my life has completely changed in 15 years. But it took 15 years of hard work, right? It took a long time to get to where I am now. So there's something here about learning your relationship with money, learning to say no, learning through sacrifice will come great reward and hard work, okay? And then it's definitely part of your soul journey, your soul path. And it can be karmic. I do feel it is. I don't know why or how or past life, but I do feel there's a lot of karmic past life things that happen to our current lives, to learn, right? To learn where we went wrong and what in this life, and then we learn it again if we have to in the following one, or fix it if we have to. So there's something here about money in a karmic level in a past life, but that doesn't mean to say through hard work. 8 again, there's a lot of 8s in readings today, and 6 you've got here. Actually, you've got 666 here, but don't worry about that number. It's just, anyway, I'm not going to go there, but it doesn't mean anything bad. So let's just, yeah, third eye. And an intuitive level, you sort of know that now you've got to practice patience and sacrifice and hard work, okay, to get basically out of this and what you need. And you'll be a completely different person. Like in 10 years' time, I'm not getting a time frame on how long it's going to take you. That depends upon you, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Zara. Marilyn, I'll take Marilyn next. I'm pretty sure Marilyn donated before Zara. It is on my PayPal app, but, you know, hopefully I'm not wrong, okay? Marilyn, how will the project with Jeremy turn out? Should I go through with it? Will it be a success? Well, I'm not going to tell you, you need to like make that decision 100% on your own, right? So I'm not going to tell you, yes, you need to go through with it or not. So you need to just make sure that you are clarifying that to you, okay? Thank you, Zara. So you've got the Three of Cups straight away came out. How will the project? I think it will be a very good collaboration. That's what Spirit's showing me. Okay. Will it turn out? Use your intuition. So how will it go? Three of Cups. Will it turn out? Intuition. So use your, you know, follow your intuition. Will it be a success? The Empress. Beautiful, beautiful reading. So you have 3, 2, 3. You've got fear at the bottom of the deck, but you also do have the card of mystery. I wanted to say mystery. Material prosperity. Material and spiritual prosperity. And you have the shadow. So there's some fear that it obviously won't here. You're worried that it won't. It's showing that it will. To use your intuition, to not be afraid of your higher self and your intuition, because I think that you have thought you've used it well in the past and it's been a burden because you haven't been right or whatever. I do feel with this Jupiter Cazimi in Leo for you, there's a lot of good luck and it is showing up in your table. Yeah, so there's the offer with the Three of Cups. So I would say, yes, it will, and it will be an amazing collaboration. Should you go through with it, use your intuition. Okay. You have spiritual strength backing you, and there's something about August again, okay? You've manifested this. He has the infinity symbol. It's part of your soul journey, this project with this person or these people. And there's the offer. It will be a success. So there's that new doorway opening up. With the Empress and the Eight of Swords, this is about really getting yourself out of the conflict that you have within your own mind, that mental prison, and just stepping into your like power. I'm seeing like the Poised card. It is time that you got really focused now. Libra energy, Taurus energy. So it's time that you got really focused on making this work for yourself, for the project, for the people that you're working with, okay? And just because there's fear, it doesn't mean to say it won't be prosperous, okay? So it's like there may be fear attached with not knowing yet or not knowing how it's going to work out, but just being the Empress, putting yourself on a pedestal, knowing that you have the talent, knowing that you have the gift, the ability to like, and do it from a heartfelt space here with the Empress in this deck. It's definitely from that heartfelt space, giving from a place of love, like giving your whole to it. Okay, last person, Zara, post your question. Thank you guys for being on today. It's been a really good live. I'm going to jump on my laptop and do some work that I've got to be on at 9, so it's worked out just on time. So that's really good. I'm just waiting for Zara's reading, or Zara's question, sorry. Oh, Tina. Okay, I think I do, Tina. Let me just check. We're going to Zara next. Me and he did ever actually care about me. Okay. I think that there's points in your... Thank you, Tina, I did. So you'll be next and last. I think there's points in everybody's life. It's not necessarily whether someone cares about you. I feel that, like, just knowing what, like with my own situation, for example, like, and just in general, right, everyone can probably attest to this, that sometimes, you know, someone needs to go on a different soul journey, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be part of that soul journey at that point in their life. Okay, so it's not necessarily about caring. Like I had, like I said, an ex a long time ago, that he had to follow his dream, and he knew that he couldn't, like, be the best version of himself for me and the family at the time. All right. So it's thank you, Spirit. So this says complexity at the bottom. So it's not just cut and dry, right? Yeah. I don't know if that question was deleted, but all I have on the feed is me and he did actually care about me. So you may have to repost it. But I'll keep pulling your cards while you repost that. There's something here about you not seeing your self-worth. And there's something here about you can't, just because this was communicated to you, or whether you're communicating it to yourself. Is it visible now? No, it's not. Hold on a second. I have to review it. Hold on. Okay. When the guy, okay, contacts me, what will be the best way to respond so I don't regret it? Okay, it's because of it's because you put that sex in there. Okay. All right. Right. So the best way to respond, apart from everything I've just sort of touched on, is this is about relationships being complex. It's about it being, it's not just cut and dry. Things are never like just cut and dry. And it's also about how you communicate with your self-worth. If you, on any particular time, on any particular day, don't feel the self-worth, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself, right? This is about being patient and kind with yourself, letting things play out the way they're supposed to. And if you do trip and fall for his charms, don't beat yourself up about it either, okay? This is all a learning experience, and whether he cares or not is really a relative to how you need to feel about yourself, okay? So first of all, the reason why it didn't turn out is exactly what I said just before, okay, about, you know, they're on a different soul path right now, etc. Doesn't mean to say you won't in the future come together. But how you can handle this if he does come back in is about, like, being patient with yourself and putting yourself first. And if you do slip and fall, it's just another lesson. So I hope this is making sense, okay? And it's your response. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Everyone has responsibility, loyalty, and integrity to themselves, and in the way we need to communicate, right? And how much discernment we do or don't show. So it's about breaking the tie or the chain of someone else being responsible for your decisions and you being responsible for your decisions. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense to you. It's about, there's a lesson to be learned here if this happens. you're responsible to break the chain of someone else having the control, right? I don't know whether, I'm not seeing any Zara responding. And a lot of the lesson is how, like, you talk to yourself, how you are discerning with yourself about what you will do and what you won't do. This is justice energy, what's right, what's wrong. Even though the offer may be there. Hold on, I just got to have some water. Well, you asked Sarah how to respond, like if he does come in, what you need to do. And I'm explaining that not everything's just as simple, or if he ever cared at all, or if he ever will care, or if he cares if you did that. It's about at an Empress level, right? Because here's the Empress, how you feel, because it does rule Libra, and we've got Libra here as well. And don't like too much on the signs, but this is air energy. This is like the Justice card. This is what's good, what's right, what's wrong for you, right? Is it going to make you feel unworthy if you did that? Do you need to be more patient with yourself in how you are discerning with love relationships? It's a lot deeper than that, okay? It's not just like cut and dry. Like I said, the first card says complex on it, okay? So it's not just that easy. And if you do like slip and fall in your viewpoint and be intimate with that person, is it right or is it wrong? Only you can answer that, okay? And it's almost like, if you look at this card, she's almost like got a collar on her neck, and it's actually upside down. And then you have the chain on the dog actually leading straight to her neck, okay? Actually directly to it. So this is about it's your responsibility, basically, to do or not do the right thing by yourself, depending upon how your feelings are at the time. And it's not that just cut and dry, right? Thank you guys for being here today. Yeah, so have a think on that. Watch the reading again, all right? It's always going to be there. So just go back, watch it. You're the last reading on today's live. Like, this is about your wisdom and knowledge, and this is about like learning from the past. This is about like where you are at this point in your life on this day, sort of thing, and how you had to strive to get there, right? This is not just about a relationship. That's what I'm trying to get to. This is about, as you grow in your life and learn about people and learn about relationships and how they relate to you and how you relate to them, how you communicate, how it's not just black and white and there is a gray area, and how you are responsible for your own self-worth, okay? Does that make sense? So if anyone wants a private reading to elaborate on these mini reads today, you can email me. I'm available for private readings. My rates are really, really, really good. So yeah, just email me, drop me a line and we will chat. Thank you for being here. Everybody that's helped, my moderators, I have a few moderators. Thank you for supporting as usual and helping with the readings. And I hope you all have a great evening, a good sleep, a good day, whatever you're doing. And I'm not sure when I'll be on next. I'll have to sort of like, I can't sort of say the exact time or date or whatever right now. So I'll get back to you on that one. Maybe Friday morning, maybe. That's a maybe. Okay. But it wouldn't be an evening, right? Thank you. And I hope that you all have a great day. Bye.